How you doing out there? This is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer from beautiful Chandler, Arizona. I write sonnets, mostly honoring people, and sometimes you have to honor people that have courage that I don't have. I mean, there's this young man. His name is Martin Valdenegro, and my granddaughter, who is beautiful, she ought to be in the movie. She's gorgeous. She's a radiologist, but she's always been helping this young man, Martin Valdenegro. And this young man, he's crippled so bad, he's a quadriplegic. Can't use his arms, can't use his legs. He's completely bedridden, and he's been like that for years and years and years and years. And she cared about him, and he died the other day. And my granddaughter was really teary-eyed about it. Why? Because she really cared about him. I mean, he's been, can you imagine that? Just being so tied up within your body you can't even move? Well, that's this sonnet is about that. These people that have great courage. The name of the sonnet number is 1054. Disabled is the name of the sonnet. Yet, supremely able. They're heroes of mine. Why? They got more courage than I do. I would like to think I'm a brave man, but these people are really, really brave. This guy named Johannes Mikulski, age 80, St. George, Utah. I heard about him. A true hero. He was tested by a horrible accident at the age of 10. His mother's sorrow. Both of his arms were amputated at the shoulder because of gangrenous rot. Gross predictions for his future. How are you even going to live? A quitter? He was not. He was chased by bullies that day up a power pole. And the power pole had electricity, and he grabbed the hot wire, and the wire electrocuted him. His arms were burned beyond saving. He fell to the ground. He nearly died. He was in a coma for 2 weeks. He finally woke up. A double amputee. They'd taken his arms. Then he began his genius artwork. He's not a quitter. He's going to keep doing something. And he liked art. He was a genius at art. And this man, Johannes Mikulski of St. George, Utah, he's a famous artist. And it started out, he held the brush in his teeth. And he paints with his teeth and his head. And he does all of that with his teeth. And he's an artist. He really, truly is. And he has more courage. I don't have that kind of courage. I wish I did. Thank you, God, for not putting me through that, because, boy, this guy has turned a disability into being a hero. And I think of that. Johannes Mikulski. That's why I'm trying to honor him. His mother, his sainted mother, encouraged him when she witnessed his talent. She thought he was a good artist. His artistic talent was immense, a skill from heaven sent. Arduous practice, hours of intense concentration and dedication. This let Sir Michael Mikulski earn a living as an artistic craftsman, and he can make enough money with his artwork to earn a living. Too many people give up. They give up too soon when tribulation strikes them down. You see heroes, I see them all the time, fighting impossible odds, refusing to drown. They kept swimming, they kept swimming. Helen Keller, I always admired her. She was blind, she was deaf, and yet she was a world-renowned author and orator. She would give speeches, and it was hard to understand her, but she could do it. I'll tell you, Helen Keller is one of my heroes, bringing great hope, she did, to millions of individuals that were trying to emulate and be like her, brave like her, courageous like her. And here's a guy here in Mesa, Arizona, Jeff Lewis. He's a quadruple amputee, arms and legs gone. In Arizona, Mesa, Arizona, he's a school teacher, a successful teacher for over 38 years. A great motivational speaker, Jeff Lewis of Mesa, Arizona. He encourages students to be leaders despite harsh losses that you suffer. Telling them you lose your limbs, lost limbs, you lose loved ones, people pass away, they die. You got to keep moving forward no matter what. Sir Jeff Lewis of Mesa, Arizona, he still substitute teaches. He loves the students. Abler teachers, other teachers should be motivated by his courage, so valiant. Harvard Medical School doctor and psychiatrist, Dr. Charles Krauthammer, he was on TV a lot. I never realized that he'd been chair-bound for 45 years. He broke his spine around his neck, and he couldn't walk anymore. After 45 years in a wheelchair, I understood he was in a wheelchair, and still, he was so brave. Charles Krauthammer. They have TV specials about him, and he's worth listening to. I always listen to every word Charles Krauthammer had to say. 45 years chair-bound after his spinal cord injury. My own son-in-law, he's my hero. He's the bravest man I know. Okay? His name is Sir Brett John Pisa, Esquire, Juris Doctorate. He's a successful attorney. Every day he's our true hero. He really is. Sir Brett John Pisa, the finest man I ever did see. 36 years, and now it's been 39 years, chair-bound, wheelchair-bound. A tragic skiing accident. His courage is magnificent. His wonderful soul inspires everyone around him. I never get to use this word. Magniloquence. That's what he is. He's magnificent. The old adage, and I remember this when I was a kid, I wept because I had no shoes until I saw a man with no feet. Well, yeah, it's bad to have no feet. But we are so blessed that we have those things. We can walk. We can breathe clean air. Some of us are too blind to even understand the gift of our good health. Strong men, heroic women, when they get struck down like that man that died, I mean, he had such a hard life, okay? Martin Valdenegro. I think about that and I just think he rose above it. And now he's gone. And you know, there's a lot of disabled people. You got to give them credit because they're talented too and they're capable too. And I kind of dedicate this sonnet to Martin Valdenegro. Rest in peace. God bless us, everyone. And look, I don't have that kind of courage, and you're in heaven now, Martin. Okay? God bless you. Thank you for listening. Au revoir.